What's good, Washington fans? Just wanted to say a quick shout out to Rui Hachimura for making all rookie second team. Got my Wizards gear on. Bradley Beal snubbed once again. It is what it is. I did not think he was going to make all NBA. He probably should have, but you know the NBA doesn't like Washington. They cut my man Hill Hinches. Disappointed in that. It is what it is. Hopefully we do sign him back to the practice squad. Hakeem Butler was signed to the Panthers, so that is not going to happen. And then we signed some wide receiver. I forgot his name. He runs like a 4.2 40. Didn't really get a chance to make a video about that, but we did sign him. So hopefully he can contribute some way, somehow later on this season. So let's get to the Cardinals. Both teams are 1-0. Both undefeated teams. We are atop of the NFC East right now. Gotta keep it up. Gotta eat humble pie. We have moved past the W against Carson Wentz and the Eagles. Wheelchair Wentz and the Eagles. 8 sacks, 31 pressures. Ryan Kerrigan, Defensive Player of the Week. So we had fun with that, celebrated that. You know, had a good time with the win. I think Chase Young should be named Rookie Defensive Player of the Week to sometime today. Surprised it hasn't been announced yet, but you know we got to move past the accolades of winning this one game. We've already celebrated, had a great time. Arizona, they present a different kind of challenge. You know, Carson Wentz is mobile, but Kyler Murray is a different type of speed, different type of mobility. Very fast, was a baseball player. So he knows how to slide. 5'10", 5'11", not the tallest guy on earth. Not a midget, but he's not the tallest guy on earth. Very short for a quarterback. Can barely see over the line, so we have to keep our hands up. Deron Payne, Matt Ioannidis, Montez Sweat, Chase Young, Ryan Kerrigan, the whole defensive line, Ryan Anderson, everybody. Tim Settle, get your hands up because we should be able to bat down some passes. I think we can bat down at least 2 passes. Gotta bat down some passes because we gotta make it hard for him. It's already hard for him to see over the line. Gotta make it harder for him. So we have the athletes to do that. Gotta contain Kyler in the pocket, man. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be really hard. He's really shifty, and like I said, he has pretty elite speed for a quarterback. So this one's gonna be a tougher matchup. Now, I'll say my keys to the game very quickly. Dwayne Haskins got to get the ball out of his hands. Got to make it quick for him. Got to make it easy for him. You see what they did for Joe Burrow last night with the Bengals. They made it very easy for him on those first drives. Dink and dunk passes, RPOs, play action plays, just getting the ball out of his hands quick. Throw the ball on first down. Don't run the ball on first down every time. Being so predictable. So Scott Turner does have to switch it up. I do like our matchups with their linebackers. I think it's Jordan Hicks and Devondre Campbell. Isaiah Simmons did not play well in that first game. I think they're very vulnerable on the quick slants and running backs running against linebackers. So if we can get that matchup, Isaiah Simmons let Raheem Mostert just run for like a big touchdown catch out of the backfield. Just a quick slant to Raheem Mostert against the 49ers, and he ran and scampered. I think that's things that we can definitely do with Jaden McKissick. We can definitely do that with Antonio Gibson. So exploit that matchup over the middle with those guys. We should definitely be able to win those matchups over the middle. Once again, just get the ball in Dwayne's hands. I think he had some jitters in the first half. I think he did have some nerves. I think you could tell he was, overthrowing people, inaccurate here and there in the first half. Then the second half, after the speech, came out and played a lot better. My second key would just be, once again, you got to get to Kyler Murray some way, somehow. I know he makes the quick throws. Kyler, it's an interesting stat last week against the Niners. He did not throw a pass over 20 yards. A lot of dinking and dunking, a lot of quick passes. That's what they want to do in the air raid offense. But I still think, their center, I think his name is Matt Cole, he's out. So Deron Payne should really be able to create pressure up the middle. Matt Ioannidis and John Allen. Those are big keys on our defensive line. I think they're going to have to create pressure up the middle so they can really get there. And if they don't get there, then of course Chase Young is going to get there. Montez Sweat's going to get there. Ryan Kerrigan, one of those guys. So creating that pressure up the gut, getting the collar really quickly. But they know. I mean, Cliff Kingsbury said it himself that this defense gives him anxiety. So he knows he's scared of his offensive line. So he's going to getting the ball out of his hands very quick. I would say, once again, get Antonio Gibson involved. That's another big key. Get this man the football. Find a way to get him the football. Find a way to get Terry McLaurin the football offense. Got to get the football in our stars' hands. Guys who can make plays like Gibson. And I like Logan Thomas. I think he has a good matchup as well against their linebackers. I think he can get some good catches over the middle. against these guys, I think that's where we can really exploit them, exploit their defense. And honestly, Patrick Peterson's really good. I think Byron Murphy is a solid corner. Drake Kirkpatrick's a solid corner, but that's where we can definitely beat them. I think we can beat our corner matchups. I know our wide receivers aren't world beaters, but I think Steve Sims is really, really good. He's speedy. He can definitely, make guys miss, and he's very shifty. He's very tough to guard. So we got to get the ball in our playmakers' hands like Steve Sims. Maybe Dontrell Inman can get in there and get a couple catches. I want to see what AGG can do. He didn't get a lot of snaps. Let's see what he can do. Defensively, once again, we cannot let anything get over the top. They're not looking to throw the ball downfield many times, but Apke has to improve. He has to improve. Landon Collins is not much of a coverage safety, but Apke, he cannot let guys get behind him. He cannot let Christian Kirk get behind him, Larry Fitz, D-Hop. He cannot let that happen like last time. 3rd and 22, Darby has to make a stop. You cannot let those situations. We have to get off the field on 3rd down. So 3rd down is a big key once again. Getting off the field on 3rd downs. Kyler Murray against the Niners last, I think it was like 3rd and 17. And next thing you know, he scrambles for like 30-something yards, 35 yards. It might have been a score. But the guy, and another huge key is penalties. No more jumping off sides. Chase Young, that was your rookie. That was your first game as an NFL player. That's the only bad thing I can really say about the defensive line was the neutral zone infractions, jumping off sides, getting caught, with the hard count. We just cannot let that happen. We cannot. Carson Wentz had like 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9 a couple times, and then it turned into like 3rd and 4, 3rd and 2 because of the offsides and the neutral zone infractions. So we cannot make those mental mistakes against a better team with Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals. Once again, Darby can't allow those long passes on 3rd down. Kendall Fuller, injury report, I'll say that real quick. Kendall Fuller was limited today. He's listed as questionable. Thomas Davis listed as questionable as well. Cardinals don't have too many injuries either. I think a tight end named Max Campbell, I forgot his name. He's like the 2nd string tight end. He's listed as questionable. So those are the only injuries. Mostly healthy on this roster. I would not rush Kendall Fuller back. I don't think this is a good game to rush him. I know he's a gamer, but to rush him back against this wide receiver, and it doesn't get easier next week either. We've got to play Odell, who looked really, really good last night, and Jarvis Landry, who's a stud as well. So it's not like, I just want to set him out because we're playing against a good wide receiver core. I would not rush him back, against D-Hop, who's arguably the best wide receiver in the NFL. I just wouldn't do it if it was up to me. And, once again, he said, we just got to get Dwayne more comfortable. Running backs got to do better. We got to get a better running game. Scott Turner, dial up some better plays with the run game. And got to see more from Peyton Barber. Bryce Love, I think he will be inactive once again. I think he will be a healthy scratch. I think we're just going to carry 3 running backs actively in this game. Will be Peyton Barber, J.D. McKissick, and Antonio Gibson. Once again, exploit that matchup. Exploit that matchup with Isaiah Simmons once again, because he really looks lost in the sauce out there right now. He looks lost in the sauce. He's still developing. And I remember a lot of people wanted to draft Isaiah Simmons instead of drafting Chase Young. And it's only one game, so you see how it's working out now, that we made the right decision going with the generational pass rusher. So I really think we can definitely exploit, once again, over the middle. And that's, last year, I know it's a different year, but if you look last year when the Panthers played the Cardinals, they got 8 sacks against Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray was sacked 48 times last year. And I think he will improve from that. That's a lot of sacks to take. He likes to extend plays, sometimes to his downfall. So if we can make that happen, we can definitely get back there and sack him. I like our matchups, of course, with this defensive line. I think the Cardinals' defensive line is okay. They know their defensive line needs work. That's why they want to do the quick hitters and get the ball out of his hands so quickly, because they know it can't really hold up against this defensive line. They have anxiety about it, so they know that. But Chase Young should definitely have a good game. John Keim said that Chase Young's probably going to have 2 sacks. I could definitely see that happen. So our defensive line, once again, they're going to have a big game, and they can do that. It doesn't have to be 8 sacks, but, if we can at least get 4, 3 or 5, they got to at least get 4. Got to at least get 4 and at least 20 pressures. We got 31 pressures last time. Got to at least get 25 to win this ball game. They got to step up big time. Offense has to do better as well, because that's not enough. We're not going to win every game by forcing turnovers every game. Offense has to do more. We have to do more on offense. We're looking for more. They have a good safety in Budda Baker. So they have playmakers. Once again, Christian Kirk, Andy Isabella, and Larry Fitzgerald. So this is going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tough game. Once again, special teams have to really do well on special. I trust D-Hop. This game probably is gonna come down to a field goal. Their kicker, Zane Gonzalez, he missed 2 kicks last week, so I feel good about that. And the Cardinals blocked a punt last week too, so it's important. It's important. We don't have time for any mistakes. We don't have time for missed field goals, punts getting blocked. That never really happens with Tressway. So we trust Tress. He's probably the best player. Last year he was the best player on the team last year. This year we actually have some guys that are probably going to be better than him and Chase Young. But it's going to come down to special teams. I think so too. It's going to be a tough game. This game is really under the radar for some reason because the league sleeps on us and Kyler Murray's up and coming. But this game's going to be a good game. This is two undefeated teams, 2 teams that were dogs last week, underdogs, and I think this is 2 rising up and coming teams. Two teams with second-year quarterbacks. Dwayne Haskins was in that Heisman race with Kyler Murray a few years ago, about 2-3 years ago now. So let's see what Dwayne Haskins. I think this is going to be a better game for Dwayne. I think the offense is going to improve. I think this is a better matchup defensively for us. I think the Eagles. Defensive line did a really good job stopping the run, but I think we'll definitely get some more yards running the football better. Antonio Gibson said it himself. He had to run that 20-yard run. If he just took a different angle, it could have been a touchdown. So that's the home run hitting that we need to see from Antonio Gibson on Sunday. And I see him getting a 30-yard run. I see it. At least a screen pass, doing something with a big run, making a big play. So make it easy for Dwayne Haskins. Dwayne has to get the jitters out. Be confident. Show the league that they messed up. Show that the league has done messed up. So this is a tough game. It really is. And they got weapons. DeAndre Hopkins is the real deal. I actually have us losing this game. You guys are not gonna be happy with me, but I have us losing this game. It's gonna be a tough game. I do have us beating the Browns next week, but I have us losing this one. I have us losing this one 26-23. I just see DeAndre Hopkins having a decent day. I would put Fabian Moreau on him. That's what I would do because Fab played really. You want either one. I'd probably put Fab on him. Fab did a good job last week. Jimmy Moore did a good job last week. But then the linebackers, Cole Holcomb is listed as out. That's another injury as well. I forgot about that. Thomas Davis once again questionable. Linebackers got to show up. The whole defense is a collective unit. The back 7 is really on you guys because the defensive line is probably going to get there. But Kyler's going to have a lot of quick hitters. So it's going to be 26-23. It's going to be like a field goal at the end or something like that. This game might even go to overtime. I really wouldn't be surprised if it went to overtime. It's going to be a dramatic, tough, back and forth game. It really is. It's going to be a tough game. I got this losing this one. It's going to be our first loss. I think. I wouldn't be surprised if we won. I was going back and forth in my mind, and I was like, I just got a weird feeling. I don't want to blame refs or anything. Like, I'm not going to do that, but I just got a weird feeling about this game. Something's just going to go wrong towards the end of the game, and it's going to be 26-23 Cardinals come out with the win, and we'll be 1-1. But I do, spoiler alert, I do have us beating the Browns next week. I do. I have us beating the Browns, but I have us losing this one. Let me know if you guys disagree. I know a lot of you guys disagree because, we are homers. That's what we believe. Once again, I wouldn't be surprised if we won. I really wouldn't be. I wouldn't be surprised if we won, but unfortunately, I have us losing 26-23. And this is a tough one. It hurts. It hurts, man. It's like stabbing myself in the heart almost. But I got us losing this one 26-23. And Kyler Murray has a decent game. And it's just going to come down to this. It's just one play. It's one play. I don't know if it's going to be a turnover or a fumble or something weird is going to happen towards the end. So I really hope I'm wrong. But all right, y'all. You guys have a great weekend. I will be going live. I will be doing a live stream. I hope I'm wrong at the end of this game that we got the W. We're 2-0 atop the NFC East. And I will be going live at 4:05. The game starts at 4:05. I might try to go live at like 3:45 to get it started. So we'll be going live. All right, y'all. Hail to the football team. Peace.